Hello, Primary 4 students. I'm Miss Ale. On behalf of AMS English Department, I would like to welcome you today. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. In this video, we're gonna learn more about reading strategies. So today's agenda items are reading strategies and the reading text. So please get prepared. Open your booklet B, page 69. Making prediction. When you make a prediction, you make a good guess about what might happen next or in the future. So to make a prediction, think about clues in the reading passage. Also think about what you already know about the clues and other things in the reading passage. Then make your biggest guess about what might happen next. Let's read together this story about Lorena and her family. As you read, think about what might happen next. Look for clues in the story. Also, think about what you already know. Grab the umbrella. Lorena and her family had just arrived in the park for a picnic. It had started out as a beautiful sunny day, but you never know when the weather will change. Tanya, put the chicken and the potato salad on the blanket, please, said Lorena. Daryl, please lay out the plates and the fork and keep that umbrella handy, just in case. Lorena looked around happily at her family. I sure hope everyone is hungry, she said. Then she glanced up at the sky and splat. Think about what you read. What clues in the story can help you make a prediction? Clues may be in the title of a story. Reread the title of the story again. What does it tell you? It tells you that an umbrella will be a part of the story. Clues may also be in pictures. What clues can you get from the picture in the story? The picture shows an outside picnic setting. It also shows dark clouds moving in the sky. You probably know that dark clouds often mean rain. Think about more clues that might help you make a prediction. Clues are often in the details of a story. Details in a story often tell who, what, when, where, why, and how. In this story, think about the setting and what the characters do and say. These details can help you make a prediction about what will happen next in the story. Lorena and her family are at a park, ready to have a picnic. The weather is sunny, but that weather can change. This gives you a clue that the weather might change. Lorena asked Daryl to keep the umbrella handy, just in case. You know that people use an umbrella when it rains. This gives you a clue that the weather changed to rain. After the food is set out, Lorena glanced up at the sky, and the story ends with the word splat. You know that raindrops, among other things, can make a splatting sound. Think about the clues. Weather can change. Dark clouds are moving in the sky. They keep an umbrella handy, and there is a splat. Think about what you already know about these things. Predict what will happen next in the story. Clues in story. Weather can change. Dark clouds are moving in. They keep an umbrella handy. There is a splat. What you already know. Sunny weather can change to rain. Dark clouds often signal rain. An umbrella is used in the rain. Raindrops can make a sound like a splat. Prediction: it will probably start to rain. Based on clues in the story and on what you already know, you were able to predict that the weather will probably change to rain. Details in non-fiction passages can also help you make predictions. These kinds of details often tell who, what, when, where, why, or how. And now, please open your Oxford book, page 38 and 39, and please listen carefully to the next audio.
Page 38. Read. Stumbling Upon the Past.
Javier was a 9-year-old boy who lived with his parents in the hillside town of Ademuz in the province of Valencia in Spain. Javier was a curious and energetic boy. His favorite pastime was to explore the hills and open fields around his town. The neighboring village of Rio Deva, just 26 kilometers away from Ademuz, was famous because of a great discovery there. In 2003, paleontologists found the bones of the largest dinosaur in Europe, in a wheat field near the little village. When it was alive, this animal was over 38 meters long and had the weight of 7 elephants. Javier liked dinosaurs more than anything else in the world. He also believed that there was an amazing dinosaur bone buried somewhere near his own town of Ademuz. His dream was to be the first person to find it. One summer morning, Javier was exploring in a field near a ravine just outside of the town. He looked up to see his 2 friends, Fernando and Pepe, running toward him with a colorful kite. "Let's fly it, Javier!" they shouted. Javier enjoyed playing with his friends. He quickly forgot about his exploring and grabbed the string of the kite. As he ran, the kite lifted into the sky. The boys cheered. Suddenly, the kite spun around and dove into the ravine. "I'll get it!" shouted Javier. He ran down into the ravine. As he reached for the kite, his foot caught on something. He fell to the rocky ground with a crash. His 2 friends ran up as he rubbed his head. "Are you okay?" Pepe asked. "I think so," said Javier. He looked down at a rough grey object sticking out of the ground. "I tripped on that," he said. "It looks like a rock," said Fernando. Javier looked carefully at the object. "I don't think it's a rock," he said excitedly. "I think it's something else." "Let's pull it out," said Pepe. "No," said Javier. "It's better to leave it right here." Javier and the boys ran home to tell Javier's parents. Javier's father spoke to the mayor of the town, who contacted the Paleontology Foundation. The next day, a paleontologist from the foundation came to the town. He followed Javier to the ravine and examined the boy's discovery. "It could be a dinosaur bone," he said. "If it is, we'll need to determine how old it is." "How do you do that?" asked Javier. "This bone was buried in sedimentary rock, which lies in layers under the ground. We'll look for volcanic ash below and above this rock layer. Through a special process, we can find out the ages of those layers of ash. Then we'll know that the dinosaur died sometime between those 2 ages." Soon, many paleontologists began excavating the area around the bone. They found more bones, as well as a skull. It was a unique dinosaur they didn't know about. Television reporters came to the town and spoke to Javier about the bone he discovered. "This dinosaur will need a name," said one reporter. "What do you think it should be called?" "That's easy," said the man from the Paleontology Foundation. "We'll call it the Javiersaurus."
Now please open page 40 and 41. Let's think together. Talk about the story with your partner. Do you think it could really happen? Why or why not? I want you to think in these questions and write your answers in the comments below. Now, exercise A. Circle the best prediction for each statement. Talk about your choices with a partner. Now, I'll give you 2 minutes to finish answering these questions. Then get back. Number 1. The paleontologists found all the bones of Javier's dinosaur. What will happen next? They will stop looking and go back to their homes, or they will ask Javier to look for more bones, or they will look more dinosaur bones in the ravine. Yes, that's correct. It's C. Number 2. The dinosaur will be called Javierosaurus. What will happen next? Fernando and Pepe will be angry. Fernando and Pepe will be happy for Javier. Fernando and Pepe will not be friends with Javier. Yes, the correct answer is Fernando and Pepe will be happy for Javier. Number 3. Javier is very interested in dinosaurs. What will happen next? He will become a paleontologist someday, he will become a mayor someday, or he will stop looking for dinosaur bones. Of course, he will become a paleontologist someday. Now, let's finish exercise B. Answer the following questions. Number 1. How was the dinosaur in Rio Diva special? Yes, that's correct. It was the largest dinosaur in Europe, 38 meters long and as heavy as 7 elephants. Number 2. Why was Javier in the field when Fernando and Pepe ran up to him? He was exploring the field. The third question is, what do paleontologists look for above and below sedimentary rock? They look for ash because they can date the ash and then estimate the age of sedimentary rock between it. Exercise C. Words in context. Match each sentence to an explanation. Now, I'll give you 2 minutes to finish answering this exercise. Welcome back. Number 1. His favorite pastime was to explore the open fields. The answer is D. This means that he enjoyed doing this activity more than any other activity. Number 2. His dream was to be the first person to find it. The answer is A. This means that he always thought about doing this thing someday. Number 3. We will need to determine how old it is. It's B. This means that they need to find out or discover this information. And the last one, I tripped on that. He said, this means that he hit his foot against something and fell down. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and interacting with me today. I was glad to be here. Wait for other videos.